students, welcome to the science class. Today we shall begin with a new chapter, chapter number 15, light. Children, we have already studied the basics of light in class 6th. This chapter is there in class 7th as well as in class 8th. That means it's a very important topic and it forms the base of the chapters in class 10th. So we need to be very careful while studying these chapters, and we have to thoroughly study the concepts so that your fundamentals are clear. Light is a form of energy. Light is neither solid, liquid nor gas. That means we can say that light is not matter. It is energy. Light travels in the form of electromagnetic waves. Light travels at a very great speed. Light can travel in solids if they are transparent, translucent and opaque objects we have already studied in class 6. Light can travel in air, it can travel in vacuum, in water, etc. The objects which emit light are called luminous objects. Luminous objects can also be called sources of light. Like sun is a source of light, stars are sources of light, lighted candle, lighted tube light, bulb, etc. They all come under the category of luminous objects. Whereas non-luminous objects are those objects that do not emit light. Like for example, table, chair, fan, door. These all are objects which do not have their own light. They do not emit any light. They do not give out any light. One important phenomena which we have studied in class 6 was reflection of light. When light falls on any object, it is bounced back. It comes back. That is called reflection. That means bouncing back of light is known as reflection. We have also studied two types of reflection, regular reflection and diffused reflection. Regular reflection occurs when light falls on any smooth surface, very polished surface like mirrors, steel plates, etc. In this case, light falls on the object in the form of parallel rays and it is reflected back again as parallel rays. In the same direction, all the reflected rays can be seen. Whereas in case of diffused reflection, the surface from which the light is reflected is rough. So when parallel rays of light are incident on the surface, that means when parallel rays of light fall on a rough surface, they get scattered in different direction. So the reflected rays, they travel in different direction. They do not travel as parallel rays. You can see this in these two diagrams. Here, in case of regular reflection, the rays are coming parallel and going back also parallel. But here, in diffused reflection, the rays are coming as parallel rays, but they get scattered in different direction. We have also studied about rectilinear propagation of light. Light always travels in straight line. To prove this, we have studied the concept of shadows. When light is obstructed by any opaque object, that means when an opaque object is kept in the path of light, you can see a black patch on the other side. That means light cannot bend and go beyond that object. So shadow formation takes place. For formation of a shadow, we require source of light, opaque object and screen. If any one of these is absent, then shadow formation will not take place. Clear shadows are formed when object is opaque. Shadows are not very clear when the object is translucent. And lastly, we have also discussed about characteristics regular reflection takes place from plane mirror. Image formation takes place in case of regular reflection. That means when you stand in front of the plane mirror, you can see yourself in the plane mirror. When you look at yourself in the plane mirror, what do you observe? What kind of image is this? Is it of your size? Yes. The image formed by the plane mirror is of the same size as the object. Also, when you try to touch that image, you are not able to touch the image. There is a gap in between the mirror image of your finger and your finger. So, this kind of image is virtual image. Virtual images cannot be formed on any screen. Also, it is an erect image, upright image. The size of object and size of image is same. Distance between object and mirror and distance between image and mirror also remains same. That means if you are taking 2 steps in front of the mirror towards the mirror, your image also will seem to take 2 steps towards the mirror. And if you step back, your image will also seem to step back. So the distance between object and mirror and distance between image and mirror always remains the same. And lastly, lateral inversion. The image is laterally inverted. That means if you hold your pen in right hand, your image will be holding the pen in the left hand. So right appears left and left appears right. So these are the characteristics of image formed by plane mirror. Its virtual and erect, size of object and image are same, distance between object and mirror and image and mirror remain the same, and image is laterally inverted. So children, that's all for the day. Tomorrow we shall begin with the concept of spherical mirrors. We have studied about plane mirror. Tomorrow we shall begin with spherical mirrors. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you.